Right, hello, good morning, and welcome to the video diary. How's it going? Do I have a story to tell you? Holy shizwas. What the hell actually happened last night? Because I didn't expect any of that shizwas to go down. Alright then, so what the hell went down? Well, I got back from work. They were planning on going out relatively soon, so I literally just changed into clean clothes and sat down to do pre-drinks. I had 2 Malibu and lemonades at home. They were relatively strong ones as well. But I've finished my Malibu bottle. The one I brought from Freshers, the one that lasts normal people, normal students, like a week and a half. I finally finished it after 5 months. You boy! So I just drunk what I had relatively quickly. In a sense, to get a little bit drunk to take the edge off. Didn't really work, because I didn't get drunk. Turns out it's only red wine now that sends me drunk. Malibu's fine as rain, really. So yeah, finished my Malibu off, and then we was in the kitchen pre-drinking. I was like the only guy, and I'm not even shitting you. There was just all girls. Just I rock up, like, oh hello, this is weird. Ben, get the hell in here. So I dragged Ben in and Beth in to sit with me as I sat out on the drinking games, because it's the way I roll. And I could have had some more wine and stuff, but I knew mixing is a bad idea. As a general rule to you, if you ever drink alcohol, drink as much as, well, not as much as you like, drink responsibly, and rule number 1, don't mix anything. So I could have had like a glass of wine. That'd have got me a little bit more in the mood for it, I guess. But I knew the club didn't do wine, so I just stuck with Malibu and dealt with it from there, I think. So we did all that, and then we decided very early on that I would stick with Mama Cat, because me and Mama Cat both have like a boyfriend or girlfriend. I've obviously got Lovely, she's got Mark, good old Marky. So we thought, right, okay, we'll stick together, because we're like the only people here taken apart from Jess. But so we were like, yeah, we'll stick together, blah, 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 blah. And Cat was on the way. She was getting quite drunk. And I'm like, well, you're not going to be much protection here, because the idea was that we'd defend each other from like advances, let's say. Specifically, in my case, from people like my swimming girlfriend and stuff, because those guys seem to think that she likes me a lot, likes me in that way, and I don't think she does, but those guys seem to think she does, and they think I need protecting from her, so, as you do. But no, she's just drinking, she's drinking wine mixed with Strongbow, just poured into the same bottle, drinking it from the bottle. YOFO, student life, YOLO, mental fresh air. But we went downstairs to pre-drinks at some other place. By this point I didn't take any alcohol with me, so I just went down with Mama Cat and then the rest of our flat, and swimmer Jess and a load of other people. Went down into this other flat, sat around the table, met a load of cool people that I didn't know before. Will I talk to them again? Do I remember any of the names? No, but it was alright. Sitting at the table with Mama Cat. Mama Cat's getting even more and more drunk. And then we headed back to the flat. Why did we head back to the flat? Because I wanted to go to the toilet. So I headed back to the flat, went to the loo before we went out to the club. And obviously me and Cat sticking together, so me and Cat went back. At which point she's on the way now. She is very drunk. So what she does is she knocks on Will's room. Will and Hattie are dating, by the way, just to let you know. She knocks on Will's room like, Will, are you in? I'm like, Cat, he's not in. He's in Hattie's room. He's not in. He goes, oh, okay. Walks over to Hattie's room. I'm like, Cat, what the hell are you doing? Don't knock, 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 knock. Will. Oh, Jesus, this is so fucking awkward. So that was awkward. And then Freddie comes out, like, and he's like, where's Will? And I'm like, Jesus Christ, Freddie, help me. And then we ended up going into Beth and Ben's room, because Cat just knocked on their room, walked in, Beth's half asleep, Beth's half asleep, Ben's watching Sips plays SimCity, mental times, woo! Student freshers, YOFO, YOLO, and then I was like, right, okay, this is even more, Cat, come on, we need to go. So me and Cat go to the club. I forgot my ID because I thought it was a student club. I didn't think I needed it, because last time I went I didn't need it either. So I had to run back, get my ID, and then me and Cat went in. Everyone else was already there. We took like a couple of minutes to try and find everyone, settled down with a drink, found Swimmer Jess, found Flat Jess and Flat Jess's friend, Hiccup, and and that was it really, just kind of like just dancing, whatever the fuck happened. I don't even know what happens in clubs. They really confused, and it was like friggin' on LSD. It was weird, just like people walking around in morph suits, just as you do, you know, casual, standard. So we're all like dancing and stuff, and then Cat's kind of wobbling. She's wobbling on her little feet. I said yesterday I wouldn't film her again, so I'm now telling her your entire story because it's quite important. So Cat's wobbling a bit, she's falling all over the place. I'm like, kind of catch her. Every now and again she like starts to tumble a little bit, so I catch her. Everyone else is a lot more drunk than I am, so I'm playing the sober one, looking after everyone, catching everyone, it's great. And then Cat just says, oh, I'm just gonna go sit down for a bit, stay here, don't move. So I'm like, okay. So I stay here with the group. She goes off and sits down. Flat Jess goes off and finds her. Flat Jess's friend finds a boy whose face is pretty tasty. I didn't get to taste it myself, but I imagine it tasted pretty freaking good. Leaving me with Swimmer Jess, who's drunk, because Swimmer Jess doesn't do drinking in moderation at all. And she's just clamped onto my hand, like holding my hand. Like, I don't know what, it's that girl thing, I think, because Cat kept holding on my hand and like dragging me places. She's like dragging onto my hand so that she doesn't lose me or whatever, and god damn it. So right, then Jess's friend comes back. We discover that Cat's being a little bit sick, maybe a little bit sick. Jess is like, you need to, Flat Jess, God, it's so confusing, says that I needed to help her get her to the toilet. I'm like, no babe, you don't understand. I'm not going in the girls' toilets. I don't care how ill she is. I ain't getting friggin' told off for that shit, so you can deal with that, Mo. God damn it. So she went off with Jess's friend to go with Thingy, so I was left with Flat Jess, Swimming Jess. At which point, this guy, right, okay, this is where it takes a turn for the worse. This is where shit gets crazy. This guy comes on to Swimmer Jess really hard, like really forcefully, in like a really bad way. And I twigged. I have a thing about protecting people. I twigged, I was like, oh no, this is wrong. She's still clamped onto my hand at this point, and this guy's like really like forcing himself on her essentially, and I'm just like, okay, this is weird. So I helped her out a couple of times, moved her away, like danced with her a bit just to keep her out of the way and stuff, and then he keeps trying, and then but she's coming onto him as well, so I don't know what the hell's going on. She's still clamped onto my hand. The weight, like the grip, she friggin' well has. Bloody, I've got cuts, I genuinely have. I've got a bite mark on my arm as well from where Jess's friend bit me, as you do. But she like clamped onto me, like horrendously so. And, but while this guy was coming onto her, then like Thingy Jess came, Jess's friend came back. She's dancing with us. Cat and Thingy are in the toilet. And then I get a phone call thing from Jess saying, I need your help, we need to take Cat home. I'm like, okay. So I said to Swimmer Jess, I'm like, Jess, are you alright? Do you want me to stay? Do you want me to get rid of him? Do you want to come with us? And she's like, no, yeah, no. And I'm like, okay, so do you want me to stay? She's like, no, it's fine. She came on to him a little bit more. Okay, cool, I'm gonna go. Slipped away, like expecting her to follow me. She didn't follow me. Went to, there's a twig in my brain here. I don't like leaving people unprotected, at all. But I had to make a decision between looking after Cat and looking after Swimmer Jess. I decided to go with Cat. I went to try and find Cat, couldn't really find Cat at all. Even though there's only one toilet, I went to the toilet, there was no one there outside it. I was expecting Jess to be stood outside waiting for me. We then went back through the club looking for everyone, couldn't find anyone. And at this point I went back to Jess, and they like the taste of each other's faces at this point as well. And I'm like, look, do you want me to save you, like from behind his back? She's like, no. I'm like, cool, fine, I'm out. See you in a bit. So I left, got Cat. This point with like three of us were getting Cat along the way to home. I sent Swimmer Jess a text message saying, I hope you're alright. He's clearly forced himself on you. He's taken advantage of how drunk you are. Don't do anything stupid, because she's trying to be a good girl, to be honest with her. I like Jess, she's sweet. She's a nice friend. So I want to look after her. I said, I hope don't do anything stupid, blah, 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 blah. And then she sends me, rings me, saying, can I get my jumper from her? She left a jumper in my room, for some reason. It was a good frigging call as well. She left a jumper in my room when it was at pre-drinks and things. And we were looking after Cat at the time. And I was like, look, Jess, I'm gonna have to take the other Jess is coming. God damn, it's so confusing. The other Jess is coming, so you're gonna have to look after Kat. This was at the point where we're like, okay, we need to get Kat showered. And I'm like, well, I'm not showering Kat. You're more than welcome to shower yourself. I'll look after the spaghetti you just cooked. And Jess, the swimmer Jess. So swimmer Jess comes and she's like, I'm gonna go. She doesn't watch these. You don't watch these, do you? I don't think you watch these. She's like, she says, oh, I've just got my thingy and I'm gonna go to his. I'm like, look, babe, you don't want to go to his. He is interested in one thing and he doesn't care. He really doesn't care. And he's really forced himself on you, and it is this far from rape at the moment. And I swear to God, it's probably me massively overreacting. It's what I do in situations like that, but it was justified overreaction. And I'm talking to her and I'm like, look, you don't want to do it. And she's like, look, I'm not drunk, I'm fine, I want to do this. And then she said like something stupid like, but it doesn't matter, I'm not worth anything. I'm like, well, stop right there, you're definitely not going. Now you've said that, that is exactly, Jesus Christ. So I'm like counselling her. By this time, they've managed to get Kat fully showered and stuff, trying to get her dressed into pyjamas. Are you recording? Hello. God damn it, this is a long story, I apologise. At which point she's like, no, I'm gonna go. I'm like, he's still texting her, he's waiting for her, like on parade outside her flat, basically. And I'm like, don't you think this is a bit desperate? Don't you think this is a bit borderline? And she's like, no, I'm gonna go. I'm like, okay, fine, I tried. Backed away again. And I turned, as she went, she's like, okay, I'm gonna go. So I went to the door to open it, and I turned my back on her. I made a point of turning my back on her and walking to go and help Jess with Kat still, who at this point was still getting a dress. So I was like, whoop, okay, I'm just gonna stay over here a minute. But I kept my back to thingy. She waved goodbye to flat Jess, and then went, as far as we know. At this point, we managed to get Kat dressed. We got her in bed. She got her some water. Got her a bit of spaghetti. We're all laughing, and then Jess can see that I'm stressed. I really don't like leaving people unprotected. I don't like the feeling, I have a real complex about it. It gives me panic attacks and things. Bad stories in the past. But I was like stressed, I was like shaking, like on the verge of a panic attack. Lovely's got a shiz ton of text messages during this. And flat Jess is like flipping heck. Flat Jess is like, you're right, Jamie, you're right, you're shaking, blah, 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 blah. Did she say something? Does she like you? Well, no, she's just being really stupid. She's gone off with a guy. And I told her, like, I don't think she's very safe. And she texted Flat Jess then, saying, are you there in the flat? And I went, Jess, just text her yes. And she's like, do you honestly think she's not safe? And I'm like, yes, I honestly don't think she's safe at all. She sent a text and she's like, are you in the flat? Yes. In which case, Swimmer Jess says she sat outside and she sat out on the steps outside of her flat. And I'm like, okay, Jess, you carry on, finish off looking after Kat. You know what you're doing here better than I do. I'll go and sort out Swimmer Jess. So I went outside talking to Swimmer Jess, and then she's like on the verge of crying. She's saying sorry like a 50 million times. That girl, she can say sorry for England. I'm telling you, god damn, it's annoying. But she's like apologising and saying she's not going to go see him, blah, 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 telling me about all her ex-boyfriends and stuff, and I'm like friggin' freezing out in the cold. She's like some kind of machine. She's got a jumper that she left in my flat on, so she's fine. I'm just like, and then was talking. She was like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't think you, blah, 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 blah. I shouldn't drink so much. Yep, you shouldn't drink so much at all, ever. You keep saying this. You never do anything about it. Unimpressed, blah, blah, blah. And then I started to make her feel better. She's sobering up now. She's told the guy no. I've told her, look, if you really like him, text him to text you when you're both sober. See if he's still interested. Because the only thing he's interested now is literally one thing. He doesn't give a damn about anything else. He literally picked you based on how drunk you were and how you kept saying no. You kept saying no, I don't want to kiss you, blah, 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 over and over and over and over again. And then he still tried. That's not someone you want to go back to their flat with, you know? So I said, look, if he texts you in the morning and you go and have like a coffee or something in the morning, that'll be fine. And then, yeah, fine, you proved me wrong, well done. I'll take my hat off to you, well done. Otherwise, don't go. She's like, yeah, but he's waiting outside my flat. I'm like, okay, do you want to come in for a cup of tea? Because it's freaking freezing. So I bring her in for a cup of tea, give her a slice of toast, and we're talking, and I tell her about why I overreacted so much. Just a story back in the past with, a story with Emma, my first girlfriend, and how that went horrendously wrong, and how I had panic attacks, and how I had a panic attack spell. It was way before the daily vlogs, holy shiz was. Not important. I'll tell you about it at some point. Probably in a video of some kind. Main channel video, probably. I've thought about it. It's going to be one of the interesting ones of the weeks, I think. So then we are talking and things. Freddie comes in. Freddie's just been watching like the Formula 1 qualifying. I'm like, oh, we talked about Formula 1 for a bit. And then Jess is like, do you mind if I like sleep in your kitchen? Because I don't want to go back just in case he's like still there and stuff. And I'm like, oh, you can't sleep in the kitchen. Come into my room, you can sleep in my sleeping bag. It'll be warmer in here. You don't have to sleep on a rock hard floor. You can sleep on at least carpeted floor. And then she tried to sleep on the carpeted floor. And then she ended up sleeping on my bed anyway. But then Jess, she has this horrendous, I twitch in my sleep. I have like a slight thing. I've kind of like accidentally hit lovely before because I just twitch. I've got like a really active brain, and as I'm falling asleep I'm just like twitch out and things. But like in the middle of her sleep she just goes BUH! And I friggin', it's terrifying. I am just shitting myself. I'm swearing so much, sorry. I literally just BUH! And I'm just like bolt upright, like what the frick just happened, and Jesus Christ. So she spun around and she like lay on top of the duvet in a sleeping bag with her feet away from my face, so she kicked me in the face twice. Bloody hell. And then went to sleep. She went to sleep in my bed, which is why I didn't say goodbye to you. She doesn't know I make these videos, I don't think. So that's why I didn't finish vlogging yesterday. And I had a lot to tell you, lol. So beep beep. And damn it, it's because these bloody cars. Can't hear the beep. And then she slept on my bed. I slept underneath the duvet, roasting because she's keeping all the friggin' heat in. And then like every time she rolls in the duvet, in like the sleeping bag, it kicks all of the king size duvet on top of me. And I'm just like, I'm dying here. Let myself out, get myself back in again because it's bloody freezing. And then that was it really. Woke up in the morning, I had a horrendous sleep because I was paranoid of thinking that she was lovely. I was paranoid of like, in the middle of the night, I've just had alcohol, bear in mind. When I have red wine, I have horrendously vivid dreams. Like, sometimes of lovely, sometimes of like other things, and it's not good at all, like. So, jeez no. So I woke up, and I just couldn't sleep very well. I haven't slept much at all, I've slept like a couple of hours at most. But then she got up in the morning, we got up at about 10ish because I've got to go to work. Sent her home, she got dressed, went home. By got dressed, I mean she was wearing my pyjamas. No, lol. Yeah, so she got changed into the clothes she came in, went home. She's left like some necklace thing in my room. I've got to take that back to her at some point when we go swimming probably. And then that's it really. Got up, quickly had some cheese and toast, had a bit of a grapefruit, and now I'm walking down to work. Lol. So that was one hell of a story, wasn't it? 17 minutes long. Jesus Christ. So, yeah, brilliant. That was my morning. So unexpected, it's unreal. I've still got to tell Lovely about it. I text her about it all the time, but I'm going to phone her and tell her about it. I feel really bad because, god damn it, just like, I'll just casually have a girl sleepover in my room. There was like no other option. Everyone else was in bed by this point. Oh, damn. So, I felt horrendously bad. That's another reason why I didn't sleep very well. And yeah, got a heartache. I'm talking to you. I'm going to go to work now, and then I'm going to come back, have some dinner, catch up with video descriptions because they took a beating. I haven't done them, many of them since I was doing my all-nighters and things, concentrating on programming. Then I'm going to do some group coursework work. Probably chill out watching Sherlock or something while I do that, because it's not strenuous, it's just long and boring. So we'll do something like that. And I think that's the plan for the rest of the day. God. Oh, happy birthday, Gilbert. Just had that in there. And I'm back, and it's really late at night, and my head is pounding, and Genius Boy here doesn't have any painkillers because they're in his bag at work, because if I get a headache at work I'm screwed because the elevator's really friggin' loud. But obviously he thought to keep some painkillers here. I've been up, it's nearly 2 o'clock in the morning, it's probably why I've got a headache. I'm friggin' knackered. I had a really nice dinner actually. I'm going to tell you about my dinner. I had like a ready meal beef stew. Because I thought I haven't had anything like this in a very long time. Had that, and I had carrot, some tender stem broccoli, and fine runner beans. It's friggin' delicious. It was. Oh my god, damn it, that was a really nice meal. It really was as well. Just say it was just like a throw together kind of meal. Otherwise though, I phoned Lovely, talked about the thing, and I realised I shouldn't have particularly phoned her, because she kind of felt sorry for me until I told her like everything on the story and like over the phone as opposed to in text messages. Yeah. I've been beating myself up as well because I've been an absolute idiot, and I have been an idiot. I shouldn't have done like a shit ton of the things I've done. Like, not that I've done anything bad, but I just like, I don't know. I can't explain it. I can't explain it to myself. I've been talking to like Jess. I was like, not Jess, not Payne Jess, Swimmer Jess, Flat Jess. I've been like, Jess, I've been an idiot, haven't I? I've been an absolute. I didn't realise it properly until I phoned Lovely, and that's why I've got a headache as well. I'm worrying too much. It really hurts as well. I feel a bit ill. I'm worried, sick, like literally, Jesus. So yeah, Jess and the flat and everything are like, it's fine, it'll blow over, and it will blow over. It'll be one of those things we turn into a joke. It's just, I hate myself for it now. I hate myself for being such an absolute idiot. Like, even if it does get wet, even if it does get forgotten and stuff, I was still an absolute idiot. And there's nothing I can do to fix it either. There's nothing, like, I could look back to now and like, why? Why did you do that? That's stupid. Why? So I think I'm gonna try and slowly cut ties with Swimmer Jess. As nice as it's been to have like a new friend and stuff. We drew tactics and stuff, and it's probably best. Like, all the girls were like, oh, well, it looks weird from the outside, and it does look very weird from the outside, but when you actually go into it, and you go into like my issues with protecting people and things, and like how friggin' polite I am. Like, if someone asks me stuff, I don't say no. Like, I'd have just like swallowed it, just like, yeah, okay, yeah, sure, and I probably did. That's why she stayed over, and I didn't insist on walking her back, because I'm too friggin' gentle and just polite all the time. But I should have forced it differently, I think. I don't know. So yeah, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm gonna see you in the morning. Need to get up early. I've got to get up in 6 hours time. So I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go get my dinner out though, put it in the fridge so it defrosts overnight. Oh, my head. I'm really sorry. Ugh. God damn it. So yeah, idiots. That's the moral of the story. Don't be a friggin' idiot. Like think about it for a second, yeah? Just like step back and just go, whoa, hold on. I know this seems right at the moment. Think about it. We love you, Lovely. You're like the most important thing to me ever in the world. And I should have thought about it first. God damn. I don't even think you're that angry at me. I just think I've blown it out of proportion. I don't even know. I'm going to go before I dig a hole. I'm very good at digging holes. I've dug many very recently. I'm going to catch you later.